Hello and welcome to Weather Simplified. I'm here with your winter forecast for 2020-21 winter. Now, before you get started here, I want to make sure you subscribe to this channel for more information. Now, the winter really depends. It's going to be either exciting or disappointing, depending on where you live. We're gonna looking over into that real soon. And so be prepared for your forecast to come. Our first influence should be a La Nina, which is forecast to affect the winter. Now here's a typical La Nina pattern for winter. Colder in the north central United States, wetter in the Pacific Northwest and portions of the Midwest, and then warmer for portions of the South, and usually dry for the deep South. Okay. Now, here's the second influence. This may not always mean light wind in the United States, but this has been happening for tons of years now. But in some places, at least, I forecast to have pretty disappointing winter. That would especially be true for those in the desert Southwest. Now, here's our snowfall forecast. We're expecting above average snowfall for a large portion of the northern U.S., specifically coming from Montana, going down Wyoming, West Virginia, going from West Virginia, then all the way to Maine. This is north of that line. There should be above average, and just south of that line is around average snowfall. And then we have below average snowfall for southern U.S. for the most part. Going from south of the line, cutting through Oregon, New Mexico, Colorado line, then Kentucky, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee area, and then going to the Atlantic coast near North Virginia, just south of the Virginia line. Expected to be a pretty dry winter for this year. Because, yeah. Well, we don't expect, a very, very, very hard winter for those in the above average. The Great Lakes probably will be active this year because of, kind of due to climate change. It's also a little bit of, there's expected to be cold blasts for this region. I'm more talking about the western and central parts of the above average area. So, yeah. And then droughts is going to be a worsening thing for those that live in the desert Southwest or in the Southwest, in California and stuff. So, yeah, and the near normal area should have battle zone winter mix. Okay. Now here's the temperature forecast for this winter. I'm expecting below average temperatures for not too much of the northern U.S., but this northeast of Montana, northern South Dakota, North Dakota area, Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, and upper peninsula of Michigan should all receive below normal winter temps for this year. And then near normal temps should be expected south of that line, and then between Montana, stretching all the way down to Missouri, and going into West Virginia, Maryland area, and then going to Long Island. And then we expect above average for between that line and then California and Nevada, and then cutting all the way to the eastern Texas coastal, basically Houston area. And then south of that line, we should expect much above average temperatures, which means that this is bad news for those already in drought, and then wildfire season has been incredibly, especially bad this year. It's a record season there. I don't recommend going there at all because Yeah, and then above average is just kind of less snowfall here, and then near normal, I would say mostly above average snowfall because of above average precipitation. And then below average, it's gonna be really hard winter for you, so yeah. Like, the lakes will especially be active for like hundreds of inches of snow will probably be on your way this year because of the active Great Lakes that's predicted this year. So watch out for the crazy, crazy weather that 2020 is bringing us this year. Especially with all the other things we have, like COVID, yeah, and stuff. Yeah, I'd say this is going to be a crazy winter too, because, yeah. Here's my overall winter forecast. Now let's start with let's go with north to south, yeah. Now, in the northwest region, we expect Arctic blasts. It's going to be very cold this year. And it's going to be a really hard winter, especially in the central and east parts of this. I mean, especially in the east part of this region, because, there's already below normal temps forecast. And then we go to snowy winter ahead, which is expected for Midwest and then northeast portions of northeast U.S. Because, we have not only above average precipitation forecast, but also I'm referring to the fact that some areas could have, above average snowfall. Most of this region does, and then near normal and perhaps a little bit below normal for some areas. And then nor'easters, yeah, we expect some of those this year. Here along the east coast right there. Probably a lot of those, so this is going to be a lot of snow for inland areas of the northeast region. And then tons of rain for coastal areas. Okay. Now we have battle zone. This is where tons and tons of wintry mixes may occur this year. I'm not talking about possibly above average temps for some of the region, and then I'm also talking about above average snowfall for much of the region too. So we might be looking at a battle zone here this year for the winter. Up next we have mountain snow. Now here's what's gonna happen here. It's gonna be tons and tons and tons of mountain snow that seem like won't stop piling up in this region. Because this is mainly true for the northern part of that region. And because of the snowfall and temperature forecasts that I've already put for this region. Okay, then we have a light winter for the southern U.S., going into some portions of the Midwest, perhaps. And then in mid-Atlantic, And then this region should have either normal or below normal snowfall, mainly because of the above average temps, maybe below normal precipitation for some areas too. Many areas actually in this zone. Last, we have drought. This is going to be especially bad for you folks in the Southwest because weather's been so bad this year that it has led to a record wildfire season. There's already a fire that's burned 1 million acres and is yet to be contained in California and stuff. And now we're talking about Cameron Peak fire in Colorado. So this is going to be a really tough thing for South Californians and people others in the Southwest to deal with. So hope you enjoy my weather forecast. Subscribe to Weather Simplify. Like this video for more and let us know what you think.